Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. Valentine's Day is in 2 days. It's on Friday. I'm sorry. It's cold and rainy and overcast today, so I'm wearing like my big snuggy jersey thing, you know, because it's warm and snuggy. So it looks a little ridiculous when you see my arms. Anyway, yeah, Valentine's is in 2 days. And if you're anything like me, you're up for a good night in with some pizza and some good movies. I'm not hard to please. Yeah, that is the correct sentence. I am not a difficult, but I'm pretty easy to please. Pizza, movies, blankets. So what I thought I'd do is make some really cute little pizzas. So we are making some Valentine's pizzas. That's right. We're making cute little heart-shaped pizzas. And I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing my favorite pizza, my favorite topping. It's Hawaiian. I'm kidding. I do love Hawaiian, but that is actually not my favorite pizza. Yes, pineapple does belong on pizza. But what I'm gonna make is a basil pesto with fresh tomatoes, fresh basil, and some bacon roses. And some blue cheese, because I love blue cheese. Good golly gosh, Loki! They're having a conversation. Let's get started with making the dough. Let me show you what you'll need. Huzzah! What we need is a teaspoon of sugar, a tablespoon of salt, 2.5 cups of flour, and an envelope of yeast. And then we need 1.25 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So essentially the first thing we do is, we don't need that right now, but I'm just gonna use this angle because it's doing pretty well. Throw in your salt, throw in your sugar, and your yeast. Oh, it's bread flour, by the way. I should mention that, bread flour. And you just combine that together with... Oh my goodness, Heather, you don't do anything correctly, do you? Never. It's never a clean, tidy experience in Heather's kitchen. It's always a mess. I mean, in all fairness, this bowl probably isn't big enough for my purposes, but it's because I'm using that one to rest it in. Okay, don't judge me. I'm doing things. Okay, then in your warm water, throw in that oil, Gotta do things left-handed, Heather. Throw in that oil, and as you know, oil and water do not mix, but we're gonna give it a quick little stir. This spoon is too big. That is my problem. Just to break up the oil a little bit, and we're gonna pour about half of that in there and give this another mix through. Okay, and pour the rest in. And mix it through. Okay, and then we just drop a little bit of oil in there. I'm gonna swirl that around. Okay, and we throw our dough in there. Just give it like a little bit of a swirl to coat the bottom. So once we've coated that side, we coat the other side, and that's good. Then you cover it with a tea towel and leave it to rise for 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, until it's doubled in size, essentially. All right, so yeah, we leave that to rise for 5 hours, and then we get to actually making our pizzas. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna cover it and wait for it to rise. So I will see you guys in 5 hours.
6 hours later.
Okay, cool. So the dough has risen. Let me show you. She like tripled in size. What am I saying? I need a rolling pin. Hold on. Unfortunately for me, only rolling pin I have is a fondant one. I'm gonna tie up my hair if you don't mind. It's not time for being cute. It's time for making pizzas. Yeah. We can have a nice big bun on the top of our heads and it's all good. So anyways, what we're going to be doing for our pizzas is, excuse the mess. I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously the light has gone. I'm sorry, but you know, hours have passed. I have my station set up, and what we are going to put on our topping is, I've got some basil pesto here. That's going on our base. I have some olive oil with some chopped garlic in it. That's also going on our base. Then we have some freshly chopped onions and some bacon, where we are going to make these adorable little bacon roses to go on top of our pizzas in little clumps. And then of course some fresh basil leaves. Yum. Let's get in over here, shall we? All right, so we are going to it's quite bubbly. We're dumping that out onto our lightly floured surface, which I think is going to need to be a little more floured than what I've done here, because all of the olive oil on this dough, just pick that up and swept it away. Yes, I have a whole bag of flour with me. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to divide this into, I think we will try and make maybe 3 pizzas. But for argument's sake, we're making 1. And now we're gonna roll it out. I love rolling pizza dough. It's one of my favorite feelings. So they're not gonna be very big pizzas. They're gonna be quite small because I need them to fit on the pizza stone. Man, I'm doing a terrible job of this, but it's okay. Because now that it's rolled into kind of a circle shape, we're gonna completely undo that. Because we don't want a circle shape, we want a heart. So I'm going to pull it a little bit long down here, pinch it at the bottom, and then I'm going to get a knife. Got a knife, and we're just going to cut a little ways into that dough, and there you go. You've got a cute little heart. Delightful. So the first thing we're going to use is our olive oil and garlic. Olive oil and garlic. And we are just going to spread that all over the base. You know what I haven't done is grated my cheese. Good job, Heather, you're doing great. Just for some reason forgot that I was putting cheese on these pizzas. Of course I would forget that I'm putting cheese on these pizzas. Okay, that's good and oily. I need another spoon for the basil pesto. And we're going to take a nice little dollop, throw it on there, and you're gonna spread that around quite liberally. Not too thick, not too much, not too little, you know. Got your basil pesto, now I gotta get my cheese. On the bright side, we don't need a lot of cheese. I have my little block here that I need to now break into. Yeah. Oops. It's going awry. So I have some mozzarella, some mats. Grate some of that on top of the pizza. Not too much, again, this isn't actually like a cheesy pizza that I'm making. I'm making a very fresh pizza, a flavorful one. All right, then we get our blue cheese that we need to break into as well. My fingers are gonna smell like blue cheese for days. You know, I'm gonna try grate it, but that's not really going to work with blue cheese. Kind of working. It's better to just crumble it. Anyone else love blue cheese? I do. Let's grab a couple tomatoes. So I was gonna shape these like hearts, but then I didn't feel like it. Throw as many on as you want, make them as big or as small as you want. Doesn't matter, it's your Valentine's pizza. Now for the bacon roses. So to make bacon roses, like this little beauty, there you go. What you do is just roll it up. You roll up that bacon, and you want this side to be up so it gets nice and golden when you put it into the oven. And that one's not fantastic, but it's okay. Then we just grab a toothpick and poke it through the bottom. Then you've got a little bacon rose. So I'm going to be putting a couple of these on the top of my pizza. Okay, and when your pizza is looking kind of cute, what we're gonna do, let me move this. Let me rearrange these a little bit. I'm not thrilled with their positions. There we go, that's better. So when your pizza's looking like this, we're gonna pop it into the oven. Let's go. I'm gonna stuff it up now. Just watch. Can't even open it because I'm probably not gonna be able to get it off this thing that I've put it on. Trying not to stuff it up. This is supposed to make it easier. Let's see if I can find another way of doing this. Let's try it again, shall we? I'm so weak. Okay, go on. Slide off of there. Get onto the pizza stone. maintain your shape. I don't think it will maintain its shape, but hey, I tried. Okay, so that is cooking baking at 250 degrees Celsius plus minus 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're just gonna let that break. We're gonna let that break. We're gonna let that bake until that crust is nice and crispy. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes. I'll come back and let you know exactly how many minutes I left it in for. Alrighty here, Triba. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes, I think. But it looks good. I think we can take it out. I know. A pool of fat from the bacon. My bacon roses have fallen off. Let's pull those out. Okay. There we go. This looks kind of ridiculous. Let's bring it back up. All the way here. Okay, and for your final touch, add some beautiful fresh basil leaves all the way around your roses that don't really look like roses anymore. It was a nice idea, cute thought. I've tried just to make it look more like a rose bunch. Here you go. So that's that. It maintained its shape. It looks kind of terrible because it rose so much, but that is a Valentine's pizza. I'm gonna move it across to a plate so I can get some nice shots of it, and then I'm gonna taste it. All right, hold on, be right back. I can let down my hair again. Let me cut a piece of pizza quick. All right, let's have a taste-a-rooney. I'm gonna burn my mouth. It's so good. I just love this pizza. I love these toppings on a pizza. The base is a lot thicker than I usually like my pizzas, but it's still really good. It's a really good base. I'm thrilled. I'm chuffed with myself. This was a good pizza. Well, everyone, happy Valentine's Day. If no one else is sending you love, I sure am. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day and a wonderful month, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!